Brother Patrick, sir, good evening, sir. How are you, sir? Good to see you, sir. We're doing late night, okay? We'll do late night this week and next week, okay? But weekend. I want to try to see if we can create time on weekend to do a big blown either Saturday or Sunday afternoon session, okay? All right, so let's keep going. Let's watch this video. This is all women are loyal to, and it's a she. Okay, you thought that person was triggering you not to. Brace yourself. Okay, she has some things to say.
Like, men are committed. You know, men don't fall in love like how women.
Though?
Yeah.
Always, 24/7, committed, 100%.
Do you agree that women are committed to their feelings? When we come to commitment, men commit. Men don't commit easily, but when we do, we do.
I'd have to disagree.
No, I'm telling you, that's a man's nature. When
But
we are really into a woman, let's
what
say.
do you mean when you say commitment?
Like,
I'll try to understand.
Let's
that
say
better
if
instead.
this is my woman, out of
Yeah.
like bunch, you ended up deciding to be with this woman.
Mm-hmm.
You're committed to this woman. You could lay your life down for that woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not saying women don't commit, but I'm just saying they only commit to their feelings. A man's feelings will never ever change if he's committed to a woman.
Women are more loyal to their feelings than to your sacrifice. Women are more loyal to their feelings than to your sacrifice. And I've seen things that makes me believe we are more loyal to our feelings than to a man's sacrifice. So if you like, send a woman to school from primary to university and till she gets to PhD. If she finds somebody she loves, she will damn you and damn your sacrifices and marry the person. If you like, give a woman one of your kidneys. If she does not have feelings for you, she is not going to care about what you sacrificed. The only thing we think with is our VJ. That's the only thing we think with, our emotions and our VJ. There are some women that it does not matter what you do for them. What matters is what they feel for you. If what they feel for you is disdain, there is nothing that you can do for them that they can reference. Stay with you because you have money. If she sees somebody that gives her more money, you are gone.
She what?
A woman can stay with you because you have 6-pack. If she finds somebody with 7 packs, you are gone.
Jesus!
If you want a woman to stay with you, you have to keep fueling her feelings. If you want your woman to stay with you, you have to keep fueling her feelings. A woman can have a great husband and still fantasize about her ex-boyfriend. It's not manufactured. The truth is, women are more into their feelings than a man's sacrifice.
I don't know. Where do we start from? Wala wa. Where do we start from?
Nigeria don't report to Atiko Sawa Kolu. Hey!
At this point, do you think we have oversupply of advisors online? What is going on here? What is going on? Let me see. Not to say false. Reversed is the case here. So you want to throw men under the bus? We can't have this conversation without throwing men under the bus. Can we have this conversation without throwing men under the bus? Madam, we're not talking about gold diggers. Let's just make that clear. What the F? Liar. She's a liar. What the
Why the fuck you lying?
Okay, all right. You think she's a liar, huh? Good night. You cannot. No, wait oh, wait oh. Yeah, don't leave oh. True to some extent. We're about to say true to some extent. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about that woman is a witch. Then great husband and fantasizing about ex. Never heard. There's a lot there, right? D-Love, you're here late night. Wow. That's a new one. You never show up in the late night, but welcome. How you doing? Good to see you. Oversupply, right, of advisors. Advisors just yakba everywhere, sha. Hey. Now, I don't have the full context of what she's talking about, but she looks like she's doing TikTok video. But you know, generalized views go faster and more viral on TikTok, so I understand it. But let's unpack it. There's some things that she said that's just outright lying. Just lying. But I think she's oh god. Jojo says she's right. I have seen everything she said. Oh, some women, okay. All right. So, if she's right, if we're just going to, I know you don't mean absolutely, but if she's absolutely right, we'll be living in a war zone. Okay. Men can't handle, if that's absolutely right, men can't handle that, you know. There will be angry men everywhere. We'll be living in an active war zone. So, are there stories out there of people behaving this way? Of course. But the way she painted it, she made it sound like it's majority. But also, there's a lot of things in what she's saying. And what I want to do, all right, is I want to dissect it. I want to dissect what she said, word for word, okay? But you know, Nat, if you want to come up, feel free. I'll drop the link, okay? But I want to dissect what she said, word for word, because there's a lot of misleading things in it, okay? And there are a couple of things she would do. She will basically give a not so needed pass to men. Okay, we don't really need her pass. If men want to participate in bad behavior, we'll participate without her pass. Okay, we don't really need her pass. But worse about this is that she's going to start conditioning a lot of young women to think that it's okay to normalize these certain behaviors, and we can't afford that. Okay. What that's going to create is a bunch of vindictive women who might even try to match up with this type of behavior, and it's just not good. Okay, it's not good. Some things are better left unsaid. My wife and I were just talking about that upstairs. Okay, because at least we have some kind of moral compass, some kind of guide, some kind of, like, even if we participate in bad behavior, we generally don't want to cross certain lines. But if you just leave all the doors wide open, directly or indirectly, it doesn't help. Okay, and that's what she's doing. She's almost making it seem like all women are just gonna be out there hurting men. Okay, it's not true. Just like all men are not out to hurt women. Okay, it's just not true. But let's get into it.
Not committed. You know, men don't fall in love like how
Are
women.
they though?
Yeah.
Always.
So she was trying to support this man that was talking first.
24/7. Committed. 100%.
Do you agree that women are committed to their feelings? When we come to commitment, men commit. Men don't commit easily, but when we do, we do.
To some extent, I see what he's saying there. But I'm not sure he's talking about modern men. Modern men are caught up in their feelings more often than, I mean, we've seen that over the past few days. Yeah, they get caught up in their feelings, you know, and it's worse because we're talking about anger for the most part, you know. So, but I see where he's going, you know. I see where he's going.
I'd have to disagree.
No, I'm telling you, that's a man's nature. When
But
we are
what-
really into a woman, let's
What
say,
do you mean when you say commitment?
When men commit to marriage, not necessarily to the woman, when men commit to a marriage, he will stay there for the lifetime. Okay? Part of the reasons being that he can participate in bad behaviors and not be checked by society. Okay? He's literally allowed to do that by society. Women also allow it. Okay? So when a man commits to a marriage, it's not necessarily the same thing as it's not. It could be if he's doing it the proper way, but it's not necessarily committing to the woman, okay, or to loyalty to the woman or faithfulness. Committing to the marriage is not necessarily committing to faithfulness for a lot of men. Am I clear about that? So, and I think he's talking about commitment to marriage. As you can tell from the number, which is true, 75 to 80% of divorces are initiated by women, not because the man is just having a good time in the marriage. He's just committed to the idea, the ideology of the marriage. He will stay there forever, even if it's not enjoying himself. He will normalize it. That woman, just leave her alone. He will go and participate in bad behavior outside, extramarital affair, if he has to fill that gap. Okay, and it's accepted more from a man than, it's acceptable more from a man than a woman in our society. Okay, that's what he's talking about.
you're committed to this woman. You could lay your life down for that woman, right? But I'm not saying women don't commit, but I'm just saying they only commit to their feelings. A man's feelings will never ever change.
So committing to their feelings is wordplay. Okay, there is no such thing as committing to feelings. Okay, do they operate out of their feelings? Not necessarily either. Okay, most women adults are going to work and they're doing things and they're performing duties and stuff like that. Do they get caught up in their feelings more? So are they more do they express more emotionally from a place of feelings in romantic relationships? Yes. That has nothing to do with majority of the rest of our lives, which is you're spending time at work, you're taking care of babies. Again, these are talking points that are used to basically try to shame women into behaving properly, and we're going about it the wrong way. Okay, not too far. You did here. Talk to me.